Okay, so let's take a look at the BMI calculator assignment. Basically, we just take from the tutorial there. So let's take a look at the tutorial for a second. Here we have creating a BMI calculator. So what you see here is we're going to take the command button procedure. Okay, this is identified by the sub keyword here, and we're going to put this code inside it, okay, to make it execute and calculate the correct BMI for someone, and also, depending on the result of that BMI, telling it whether a person is, according to the BMI calculator anyway, underweight, optimum weight, or overweight. Okay, and they give us the formula and everything. So I'm going to go through this step by step and give you an idea of what we're looking at here. Alright, so if you look at our example here, well, we've got A2 and 3 and 4 and 5 as our labels, and then we're putting in some values here in 2 and 3. The results will be here in B4 and B5, and then there's a button over here. Fine. So I'm going to create my labels here. Expand this column a little bit. So A2, weight, notice it's in kilograms, so we have to put that in properly. Okay. Height, and that's supposed to be in centimeters, no, meters, actually. So let me put that in there. Okay, and the BMI, and comment. Okay. All right, so let's insert a button. Now, I've got the developer tab already here, but if you didn't have it, you want to make sure, of course, you enable the developer tab, okay, in your Excel options. Okay, in our options here, we have the Show Developer tab in the ribbon. Okay, check that, and then it will show your Developer tab, obviously. Okay, cancel that because it's already there. Developer tab, we're going to insert a command button under our ActiveX controls. I click this, and now I will drag one. See the plus? The plus is showing me that I can drag the area for a command button. So I drag it, I let go, boom, there's a command button. Okay. Now, once I add this command button, I'm going to show you some things that you should do. Notice we're in design mode now, which means basically we're editing code, we're designing controls, which are like command buttons, text boxes, etc., that we respond to the code. Now, on my button here, I can look at the properties of it. And this is often where we're going to edit parts of our Visual Basic for applications. Okay, each control will start off with a default name. This is command button 1, but I'm going to rename this. And the standard for naming a command button is CMD, so I'm going to name it CMD Calculate because that's what it's doing. And I can change other properties of it. I can even change the font for the caption of it. Notice here the caption says command button 1. I want it to say calculate. So there it is. And I can even change the font if I wanted. Make it look different. You can see that changed right here. But that's not what we care about too much. I just wanted to change the name of it here and the caption to say calculate. Okay, and I'm done with that. Now, if I double click on the button, it's going to bring me to basically the code window. Okay, so now I'm in the code window where I can enter in Visual Basic code. Notice when I double click the button, it automatically starts me in the procedure for the command button, CMD Calculate. If I click it, click is the default for what you would do with a button. That makes sense. So it starts us off by using a declaration. Private sub means begin a procedure. End sub means end a procedure. So anything else in between is what will happen when someone clicks this button. Okay, right now, we've got nothing in there. Okay, but we can look at our example code. So for the assignment, basically, you just want to copy and paste the example code in there. And so I'm going to do this. Notice that it gives me the whole thing. It gives me the declaration, but I've already gotten that in there, so I'm just going to cut out what's in between here. Okay, so I'll copy this, go back to my window here with code, and paste it. Now notice it highlights the keywords as blue. What have I done here? Let me briefly explain this. This right here